The first thing I would say is that if there is any aspect of bullying or a pattern of difficult, challenging behavior, everybody in that room is clocking it. They're noticing it. That doesn't make it right, but it means that you can trust that you're not the only person seeing this. The question then is what you do with it. I'm a great believer that some battles are worth fighting and some hills are not worth dying on that day. The metaphor I use a lot is it's like driving in city traffic. You know, I'm a Londoner. When you drive in London traffic, you have to be really intentional because otherwise you simply won't get where you want to get. And if you face difficulty on the road, if people won't let you in or if someone cuts you up, you can choose to react to that. It's going to stop you getting to where you're getting. So the best thing to do in those moments is, why am I in this room? What's the intention I'm here? Is meeting this challenge with an equal challenge, a kind of blame back, going to serve the intention that I've come with today? If you're talking about culture, go for it. But if you want to sign off the carbon strategy today, then it might be better just to stay very centered, to be coolly graceful, to let everybody else observe that you're not being thrown by this person. And then if you feel it's an issue that you want to raise in future, find that moment offline to do it. But I think to pick up defensively or aggressively what happens in those very politicized, it's almost theater, isn't it? I think that has to be a very intentional decision. And I think often these moments are better taken offline.
I see. And you don't feel that makes you look weak?
No, because the weakness is the destabilization.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually think losing your temper makes you look weak.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fine art of diplomacy, the measured, cool, centered response that makes it clear to the rest of the room that you are not comfortable or happy with that behavior, but that you're not going to pick this hill to die on today, I think communicates more power than the cross response.
Mm-hmm.
It does depend. It depends on the politics of the moment. It depends on how much trust there is in the room. If it's a family dynamic where you can say what you think and, that, go for it. But a lot of these rooms are very political.
So the most important thing is to not appear to be flustered and nervous and angry, right?
In
Keep
Sanskrit,
cool.
The word guru means the one who cannot be pushed over, because there's a kind of very fast restabilizing.
Yeah.
I think diplomacy has a lot of the answers for this. I think there are, as I say that, there are counterexamples. If you feel that someone is being very sexist or racist or behavior that is a value that you cannot support, you cannot allow, then I think you have an absolute right to say in the moment, this is not something I could tolerate. Whether that is the most productive thing to say in that room, will that move you forward in the way you want, is another question. Because I think sometimes to challenge someone publicly sets off a whole other course of events. But people have to trust their own conscience on this, and it's a hugely generalized answer to a question that is very nuanced.